So hello my dear friends, welcome back to your channel Cooking Astrology. Once again, thank you so much. And let's continue our long journey of D-9 Navamsa chart. And in this particular video, we are discussing the 4th house and Ketu placement in the 4th house of your D-9 chart in Vedic Astrology, and what are going to be the karmic footprints that are connected with this Ketu. Now, first of all, 4th house in the D9 chart is going to be a very exceptional kind of a house, because it's not purely the house that represents the comforts or conveniences that both of you are going to enjoy after marriage. Some portion of this house is also going to be acting as the hoarder or the focused upon providing the security. You can understand more in the sense of a boundary or in the sense of some sort of a protection factor. So whenever Rahu and Ketu specifically axis, they go into the 4th house, they are going to question everything. It's not necessary. Ketu in the 4th house is also very desireful kind of a planet, and these people are also looking for getting married. They are very comfortable with no marriage kind of a situations also. It's not necessary they are looking for a good spouse, good life partner. It's not necessary, because these axes, specifically Ketu, have the capacity to go beyond something. If 99% of population is going to go into that direction, Ketu is going to go into one direction. Because here Ketu is not actually looking for any sort of bond which is purely based over the society or societal pressure. Ketu is actually looking for something more valuable. And that is why these people in the later stages of their life, they tend to look relationships, marriages from the spiritual perspective, not from the love angle. Initially, these people are going to look into these things from the love perspective, because Ketu is also a planet that have the capacity to create certain desires inside you. This is not a planet which is completely desireless. You need to check the house placement along with planets that are in conjunction with Ketu in the D9 chart. For example, Ketu is in conjunction with Jupiter. It means the hunger of knowledge is going to be present at the core of this Ketu. So your core or your inner core is desiring that knowledge. If this Ketu is with Venus, they are actually requiring the relationships, but that too from the spiritual perspectives. So that represents the core and crux of something. Ketu is not the planet which is going to completely detach you. No. Ketu is not complete detachment, because Rahu is directly opposite. If at certain point in your life you tend to detach yourself from the materialistic side and you tend to go more towards the Ketu, that is the spiritual side of the life, next day Rahu is going to be there. Rahu is going to stop the energy of Ketu. Like why you are taking this person in that direction. And that is why the realm of tug of war between materialism and spirituality, these people are going to face in their life, because contentment is going to be very difficult. Satisfaction part is going to be a bit difficult with the Ketu placement in the 4th house. Although in the positive side, if you are looking for spiritual perspectives, you tend to become more adhyatmic person. You want to go to visit some holy and spiritual places, maybe going into some of the most spiritual places. Ketu have that capacity to lead you into that direction, going into moksha, salvation, understanding the Vedic astrology, understanding the chakras. So Ketu have that capacity to actually learn everything. And Ketu learning is going to be from more deeper perspective. This is not going to be a superficial learning. Ketu have that capacity to provide you all that learnings. But these are not the bookish learning. These are going to be the learnings with Ketu is going to slowly teach you with the passage of time. Maybe something bad happened in your life. You are right now going through a very bad kind of a breakup. You are in a past 2, 3, 4, 5 year relationship with someone, and that person have right now totally left you. And now you are feeling totally sad. Now there is no need for you to feel sad actually. Ketu in the 4th house tend you to connect with that side that have the capacity to handle these traumas also. The core of Ketu is very strong, and I have personally seen a few people in my personal friend circle as well. The core of this Ketu is going to be very hardcore. Ketu is not going to shake very easily by just looking into the small obstacles. And that is why these people also have the capacity to become the biggest contributor, not only in the field of knowledge, materialistic wise also. If in their D-1 chart specifically money and wealth houses lords, 2nd, 12th and 11th house lords, they are actually getting in conjunction with this Ketu, this is going to give you a direction of your career. What kind of a direction you are going to choose and what kind of money and wealth that you are going to receive. So in a way, this is going to be blessings. Even Ketu tend to become more benefic if it is posited with more benefic planets. Planets like Jupiter, Moon and Ketu, for example, they are conjunct up there. And right now you are going through Rahu Dasha, and very soon the next Dasha is going to be of Jupiter. So transition from Rahu to Jupiter, and Jupiter is with Moon and Ketu in the 4th house, this is going to totally turn your life 360 degree. Right now, for example, you are enjoying partying and you are drinking and lot and having fun with the ladies and all such kind of a thing. As soon as this will hit, you are going to become a saint kind of a person. So this planet have the capacity to show that U-turns of your life, like in which area, when your life is going to turn this way, that way, this way, that way or that way. Similarly, you can relate this placement of Ketu with your Vimshotri Mahadasha. That is the timings part, like maybe right now you are in 16 years of Jupiter, Rahu or maybe some other planet. So Ketu represents the turns of your life. Planets that are in conjunction with Ketu represent a turning point. And that planets you need to check into the D1 chart. Look which houses they are governing. If Ketu is in conjunction with 5th house lord, children is going to happen during that time frame, going to create a turn in the 4th house aspect. Now it's not necessary like children are only going to bless you with materialism. I have seen certain placements where kids are blessing their parents with lot of materialistic things also. At the same time, in certain unique charts, kids are blessing their parents a lot of happiness and a lot of spiritual part. It's not necessary Ketu is going to always represents the denial of something is going to be happen. Ketu, if it is very well positioned in the chart, have the capacity to provide you with wonderful results in your life. I have also seen a lot of scientific careers with this Ketu. If you are looking for career in the field of maybe artificial intelligence, robotics, machine learning, where a lot of minuteness is required. It may be if you want to become a full-time trader, looking for working in a share market and stock market, Ketu have the capacity to give you that inner instinct where you have the capacity to understand the sentiment of the market, like what is going on, what is happening up there. So Ketu is that kind of a mystical energy that have the capacity to provide you with everything. On the other end, if for example Ketu is with more malefics, Saturn, Mars, even Surya, planet Sun, then Ketu have the capacity to tend to become more malefic. More malefic mean to say, for example, right now you are going in a wrong direction. Malefic association with Ketu have the capacity to take you more deeper into that. This is similarly like you have committed one mistake, then next you have committed one mistake, then one mistake, then one mistake. So your platform is going to be built over that mistake and mistake part. That is that negative association. Sometime this Ketu is also going to become a very karmic placement with regards to your family members also. Severe amount of karma. Because Ketu is the giver, this is that kind of a planet. Rahu represents the hoardness part, where you are hoarding something. Ketu have no capacity to hoard anything. Ketu have the capacity to give away everything, give away. Even if they are going to maybe earn a lottery of $1 billion, Ketu have that capacity to not to care much about that monetary gain side. Ketu is actually looking for something special, and money is not going to provide that satisfaction to Ketu. That is the reason Ketu matures lastly at the age of 48, when the person have gone through lot of experiences with regards to their early teenage days, mid-30s, mid-40s, midlife crisis, with their family, kids, each and every part. Because Ketu is that long-term perspective. This is that visionary kind of a planet. It becomes very difficult for you to satisfy Ketu with the mundane things. Money, big cars, bungalow, these are the mundane things for Ketu. Ketu is more of a hunger of power can also seen this with this Ketu. If the malefics like Surya and Mangal, that is Mars and Sun, if they are also controlling some aspects with this Ketu, then this is also going to be a very great Raj Yoga to go into the field of politics. 100% politics. Because on one hand, Ketu have the capacity to understand the sentiment, the emotions of other person, and Ketu also have the capacity to gain that power and to show that power. Because power is also not inner part, power is the outer realm actually. If power is coming to you, it means you are distributing power. So Ketu represents that distribution of the things, distributing power away. And that is where in the marriage and the married life aspect, specifically with this Ketu, it becomes very difficult for you to find that contentment. Because Ketu is not looking for relationships or marriage. That is a mundane thing for Ketu. It doesn't matter whether you are marrying to a person of your thoughts, dreams, or maybe that kind of a thing. Maybe 10-12 hours you are feeling that contentment, but rest 12 hours you will think about Ketu. Because this is that scientific approach towards the things that is going beyond the means of some normal people. So this is going to be a bit intriguing placement of Ketu in the 4th house, and I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. If you are having any queries, any consultations, feel free to contact me at my email ID. If you require any marriage, career, or even business and spiritual consultation, do let me know. I will try my best to respond back as soon as possible. Till then, please make sure to subscribe my channel below. Hit the like button if you really enjoyed this, and feel free to follow me on Instagram as well. And I will try my best to meet you as soon as possible in the next video. And I'm going to start the 5th house. Hare Krishna.